And the next one there is, blessed are those who mourn. How does mourning have anything to do with salvation? How would feeling sorrowful, how would feeling sad have anything to do with salvation? Again, looking at it through worldly eyes. But when you look at it through the Spirit, then you understand that what Jesus is talking about is a godly sorrow. He's talking about a sorrow that that you realize that you've done wrong to God and you're sorry for it. This is what leads to repentance. Repentance, or turning away or changing. This sorrow. Well, Paul tells us in 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 10, for the sorrow that is according to the will of God produces a repentance without regret, leading to salvation. But the sorrow of the world produces death. See, once we come to the realization that we have sinned, then a godly sorrow comes over us. This is why we need God's grace. Because rules and regulations can't justify us. It can't save us. Paul tells us that in Romans 3:20. He says, because by the works of the law, no flesh will be justified in his sight. For through the law comes the knowledge of sin. So it is through the law that we get the knowledge of sin. It's through the law that we see that we've wronged God. There's also an example of godly sorrow. In the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 37, it tells us, now when they heard this, when they heard what? The gospel. Now when they heard this, they were pierced to their heart and said to Peter and the rest of the apostles, brethren, what shall we do? You see, this sorrow leads us to seek, how do I make it right? I realize I've sinned. I'm sorry. How do I make it right?